Why am I so sure? The most respected newspapers in the world, including the New York Times and the Washington Post, spent the months filling their front pages with stories about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. The reporting was confident. The sources seemed solid. 2 years later, a systematic analysis found that much of that coverage was a textbook case of confirmation bias. The journalists weren't lying. They were doing exactly what trained, well-intentioned journalists do, while their brains had already decided what the story was. And they found exactly what they were looking for. The invasion to Iraq followed. There were no weapons of mass destruction. This isn't just a journalism problem. Psychologist Jonathan Haidt says it's a human one. We think we're being scientists, but we're actually being lawyers. A lawyer doesn't follow evidence wherever it leads. A lawyer builds a case. And the brain, under deadline, under information overload, builds cases all the time. It just doesn't tell you. Confirmation bias operates at every level of the journalistic process. Which story is worth pitching, which expert you call, which quote ends up in the lead. None of these feel like bias at the moment. They feel like instinct, like good editorial sense. The antidote is metacognition, the habit of thinking about your own thinking. Asking not just, is this true, but why do I want this to be true? Research shows this can be trained. The bias doesn't disappear, but it loses some of its invisibility, and that's where it stops being dangerous. The most important question a journalist can learn to ask isn't what happened. It is, why am I so sure I already know? Thanks for watching.